Hi. So, when you're considering finding a new therapist, there are a lot of things to be thinking about. You might be thinking about what their approach is or what their niche is. What you're particularly wanting to work on in therapy, seeing if it's a good match personality-wise. And another thing you may be thinking about is, do I want to find somebody who's in network with my insurance? Well, I'm here to talk about quite a few reasons why you may benefit from finding a therapist who is out of network, who does not accept your insurance. There are quite a few reasons why this may be far better quality service for you. One consideration is confidentiality and privacy. So when you're billing an insurance company, they basically essentially have all access to your most personal information about you, your life, your history, and that may be something that you're not really wanting a company to have unlimited access to, right? And so at Etheridge Counseling Group, we do not accept insurance for quite a few reasons to benefit our clients. A private pay therapy practice may you may have quicker access to those therapists. A lot of these, like community mental health or therapists at a hospital, there's a local hospital here that I think their waiting list is a year and a half. And so at a private pay facility, the priority is client care. And so you're often going to have a much shorter waiting list because they're really focusing on quality and not quantity. And so that may be one consideration to have: the confidentiality, the privacy, not a long waiting list, or quicker access to care. You're also not having to think about or worry about your claims being denied. I've heard of this over and over from other therapist friends, where a company may suddenly stop reimbursing or drop the client, or a host of reasons why a client may suddenly not have coverage. Some insurance companies and plans will limit the amount of sessions you're allowed to have for a particular issue, and so maybe you only get 8 sessions for anxiety, but often you may need a little bit longer than that if you're looking at doing more than just putting a band-aid. Sure, if you're looking to just put a band-aid on it and move on, you can go in for a few sessions. But a lot of our clients, we're working on things that are much deeper. We're looking at history and root causes, and that may take more than a couple of sessions. Also, a lot of insurance plans may have a high deductible, and so you might have to reach that deductible before your insurance is even going to kick in anyway. And so you may just opt for a higher quality service and just pay out of pocket and cut out the middleman. Some insurance, yes, and definitely stipulates the type of services you're allowed to receive from a therapist. And so I know for us, since we don't have an insurance company looking over our shoulder telling us what we can and can't do with a client, we can really focus on what our client needs and not have to worry about if a company has deemed it necessary or appropriate. A lot of therapists who work with insurance companies really focus on cognitive behavioral therapy, otherwise known as just CBT. That is a very, in my mind, very limited approach to therapy. It's a very left-brained approach to therapy, and we come from a much more holistic. We incorporate the right brain, our nervous system. Insurance companies really like CBT because it's very robotic. It's very structured. You may be doing a worksheet. It fits the medical model. But there is a whole world outside of CBT. And not all insurances companies are, going to be covering or supporting that type of approach. Also, if you are looking for a more specialized therapist, that is you're unlikely to find a therapist who is specialized who will accept insurance, because again, they're opting out of this robotic band-aid quick fix mentality that insurance companies really love, because it's structured and they can check off the boxes. Anyway, there's a few more reasons that you might want to think about, consider, check it out on the blog. By no means hitting on bashing CBT. It has its place, but there's a whole world outside of that, and that is where we are. So if that sounds like something you're aligned with, that's the kind of services we offer, and so you can check us out.